Welcome to Senior Health Wisdom. These 4 morning habits are silently killing your leg strength.
You most likely aren't even aware that your morning routine is slowly stealing your leg strength. Every single day, millions of seniors wake up and unknowingly perform 4 simple habits that are silently destroying the very muscles that keep them independent, mobile, and confident on their feet. Picture this. You wake up, shuffle to the kitchen, pour your coffee, and settle into your favorite chair to start the day. Seems harmless, right? But here's what's actually happening. With each passing morning, your leg muscles are getting weaker, your balance is becoming less stable, and your risk of a devastating fall is quietly increasing. The tragic part? Most seniors don't realize what's happening until they struggle to get out of a chair, feel unsteady walking to the mailbox, or experience their first serious fall. The good news is that once you understand these 4 morning habits that are working against you, you can make simple changes starting tomorrow that will begin rebuilding your leg strength within just 2 to 3 weeks. These aren't complicated medical procedures or expensive treatments. They're practical adjustments that any senior can implement immediately. Before we dive in, I want you to drop a comment below and let me know where you're joining from today. It always amazes me to see our community of strong, health-conscious seniors from all around the world. And if this information could help someone you know maintain their independence and strength, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss these vital health tips. Now, let's reveal these 4 silent strength destroyers and give you the power to fight back. The hidden danger in your morning chair. The first habit that's silently destroying your leg strength is something so common, so seemingly innocent, that 95% of seniors do it without a second thought, starting your day by sitting down for extended periods. Whether it's your morning coffee ritual, reading the newspaper, or watching the morning news, those first 30 to 60 minutes of prolonged sitting are triggering a biological process that's systematically weakening your leg muscles. The devastating problem it creates. Here's what most seniors don't realize. After lying in bed for 7 to 8 hours, your leg muscles are already in a weakened, dormant state. When you immediately transition from lying down to sitting down, you're extending this muscle inactivity for another hour or more. This creates what researchers call morning muscle shutdown, a period where your leg muscles literally begin to atrophy at an accelerated rate. Think about your typical morning. You wake up, maybe sit on the edge of the bed for a few minutes, then walk to the kitchen and sit down for breakfast. After breakfast, you might sit in your favorite chair with coffee, reading, or watching television. Before you know it, you've been sitting for 45 minutes to an hour, and your day has barely begun. During this time, your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, and calf muscles are receiving virtually no activation signals from your nervous system. The consequences compound quickly. Within just 2 weeks of this routine, seniors can lose up to 3% of their leg muscle mass. That might not sound like much, but consider this. After age 60, we naturally lose about 1% of our muscle mass per year. By starting each day with prolonged sitting, you're tripling that rate of loss. Over months, this translates to noticeable weakness, getting out of chairs, climbing stairs, or maintaining balance while walking. The science behind muscle shutdown. When you sit for extended periods, especially in the morning when your muscles are already inactive, several harmful processes begin immediately. First, blood flow to your leg muscles drops by up to 90%. This dramatic reduction in circulation means your muscles aren't receiving the oxygen and nutrients they need to maintain their strength and function. Second, prolonged sitting triggers what's called muscle protein breakdown. Your body begins breaking down muscle tissue for energy because it interprets the lack of muscle activity as a signal that these muscles aren't needed. This process happens much faster in seniors because our bodies become less efficient at rebuilding muscle tissue as we age. Third, sitting for extended periods causes your glute muscles, the largest, most powerful muscles in your body, to essentially turn off. When your glutes aren't firing properly, your smaller leg muscles have to work overtime to compensate, leading to fatigue, weakness, and increased fall risk. Research from the University of Texas has shown that seniors who sit for more than 30 minutes immediately after waking experience a 15% decrease in muscle activation throughout the rest of the day. This means that single morning habit affects your leg strength and stability for the entire day. The life-changing benefits of breaking this habit. When you eliminate prolonged morning sitting, the benefits begin immediately. Within the first week, you'll notice improved energy levels and less stiffness in your legs throughout the day. Your balance will feel more stable, and you'll find it easier to get up from chairs without using your hands for support. By the second week, you'll experience increased muscle activation in your legs during daily activities. Walking will feel more confident, and you'll notice less fatigue when climbing stairs or walking longer distances. Many seniors report feeling more alert and energetic throughout the entire day when they break the morning sitting habit. After a month of implementing this change, you'll see measurable improvements in leg strength. Your muscles will be more responsive, your balance will be significantly better, and you'll have much greater confidence in your mobility and independence. How to implement this change? The solution is simpler than you might think, but it requires intentional action. Instead of sitting immediately after getting out of bed, spend the first 30 minutes of your day incorporating gentle movement and standing activities. Start by standing while you have your morning coffee or tea. If you read the newspaper or check your phone, do it while standing at a counter or tall table. When you eat breakfast, try standing for at least half of the meal, or take breaks every 10 minutes to stand and walk around your kitchen. Create a simple morning routine. Make your bed while standing on one foot and then the other. Do some gentle stretching while standing, or walk around your home for 5 to 10 minutes before settling into any seated activities. Even something as simple as standing and marching in place for 30 seconds every 10 minutes can make a dramatic difference. If you must sit for breakfast or coffee, set a timer for every 15 minutes. When it goes off, stand up, walk around for 60 seconds, do some gentle leg lifts or calf raises, then sit back down. This simple pattern keeps your leg muscles active and prevents the muscle shutdown that occurs with prolonged sitting. Special considerations for your safety. If you have balance issues or feel unsteady when standing for long periods, start slowly. Hold onto a counter or sturdy chair back while standing, and gradually increase your standing time as your strength improves. If you're taking medications that affect your balance or blood pressure, be especially careful when transitioning from sitting to standing, and always have support nearby. For seniors with arthritis or joint pain, gentle movement is even more important. The key is finding the right balance between activity and rest. If standing is painful, try alternating between sitting and standing every few minutes rather than prolonged periods of either position. The breakfast mistake. That's stealing your muscle. The second habit that's silently destroying your leg strength is one that might surprise you: starting your day without adequate protein. Most seniors wake up and reach for toast, cereal, fruit, or just coffee, completely unaware that they're missing the most critical window for rebuilding and maintaining their leg muscles. This single nutritional mistake is accelerating muscle loss at a rate that's frankly alarming. The devastating problem of morning protein neglect. Here's the harsh reality that most seniors don't understand. While you sleep for 7 to 8 hours, your body goes into what's called a fasting state. During this time, your muscles aren't receiving any protein to repair and rebuild themselves. In fact, your body is actually breaking down muscle tissue throughout the night to provide amino acids for essential bodily functions. When you wake up, your muscles are literally crying out for protein to stop this breakdown process and begin rebuilding. But what do most seniors do? They grab a cup of coffee, maybe some toast with jam, or a bowl of cereal, foods that contain little to no protein. Meanwhile, the muscle breakdown that started during sleep continues for hours into the morning. This is particularly devastating for leg muscles because they're the largest muscle groups in your body and require the most protein for maintenance and repair. Consider Sarah, a typical 68-year-old who starts her day with coffee and a muffin. By the time she has her first substantial protein source at lunch, perhaps some chicken in a salad, her muscles have been in a breakdown state for nearly 16 hours. Day after day, month after month, this pattern leads to significant muscle loss, particularly in the legs where the effects are most noticeable through decreased strength, stability, and mobility. The consequences extend far beyond just muscle size. When your leg muscles don't receive adequate morning protein, they become less efficient at responding to nerve signals from your brain. This means slower reaction times, reduced balance, and increased fall risk. Additionally, weaker leg muscles mean other parts of your body, your back, hips, and knees, have to work harder to compensate, leading to pain and further mobility issues. The science behind morning protein and muscle health. The science is crystal clear. Seniors need significantly more protein than younger adults, and the timing of protein intake is absolutely crucial. Research shows that seniors require at least 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein within the first 2 hours of waking to halt muscle breakdown and stimulate muscle protein synthesis. Here's what happens at the cellular level when you consume adequate morning protein. Amino acids from the protein travel to your muscles and trigger a process called mTOR activation. This is like turning on a switch that tells your muscles to start rebuilding and growing stronger. Without this morning protein signal, your muscles remain in breakdown mode throughout the early part of your day. Studies from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition have shown that seniors who consume 30 grams of protein at breakfast maintain significantly more leg muscle mass over time compared to those who eat typical low-protein breakfasts. The difference is dramatic. We're talking about maintaining independence versus requiring assistance with daily activities. The morning protein requirement becomes even more critical as we age, because seniors develop what's called anabolic resistance. This means your muscles become less sensitive to protein, so you need more of it to achieve the same muscle-building effects that younger people get with smaller amounts. Additionally, seniors absorb and utilize protein less efficiently, making that morning protein intake even more vital. The remarkable benefits of morning protein. When you start providing your muscles with adequate morning protein, the transformation begins within days. Within the first week, you'll notice less muscle stiffness and soreness, particularly in your legs. Your muscles will feel more responsive and ready for daily activities. By the second week, you'll experience improved muscle strength and endurance. Tasks like climbing stairs, getting out of chairs, and walking longer distances will become noticeably easier. Many seniors report feeling more stable and confident in their movements when they've been consistent with morning protein intake. After a month of proper morning protein consumption, the benefits become substantial. Your leg muscles will be visibly stronger and more defined. Your balance will improve significantly, and you'll have much greater confidence in your ability to navigate daily activities independently. Additionally, you'll likely notice improved energy levels throughout the day because well-fed muscles are more efficient muscles. How to implement this powerful change? The key is getting 25 to 30 grams of complete protein within the first 2 hours of waking. Complete proteins contain all the essential amino acids your muscles need and include sources like eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, lean meats, fish, and protein powders designed for seniors. Here are some practical, senior-friendly options. 3 large eggs provide about 18 grams of protein. Add some cheese, and you'll hit your target. 1 cup of Greek yogurt contains 20 to 25 grams of protein and can be mixed with berries for a delicious breakfast. 2 tablespoons of almond butter on whole grain toast provides about 16 grams, and you can add a glass of milk for additional protein. For seniors who struggle with appetite in the morning, protein smoothies can be a game changer. Blend together Greek yogurt, a scoop of senior-specific protein powder, some fruit, and milk or water. This provides 30 to 35 grams of easily digestible protein in a form that's gentle on the stomach. If you're not used to eating substantial breakfasts, start gradually. Begin with 15 to 20 grams of protein and work your way up to the full 25 to 30 grams over a couple of weeks. Your body will adapt, and you'll likely find that adequate morning protein actually improves your appetite regulation throughout the day. Meal prep can make this much easier. Hard-boil a dozen eggs at the beginning of the week, portion out Greek yogurt into individual containers with berries, or prepare protein-rich overnight oats. Having these options ready makes it much more likely you'll follow through on your morning protein commitment. Special considerations for optimal results. If you're taking medications on an empty stomach, work with your healthcare provider to determine the best timing for your morning protein. Some medications require food, while others are better absorbed without it. The key is finding a schedule that allows you to get your morning protein while following your medication requirements. For seniors with digestive issues, focus on easily digestible protein sources like eggs, Greek yogurt, or high-quality protein powders. If you experience any stomach upset, try splitting your protein intake, have half shortly after waking, and the other half an hour later. Remember that hydration plays a role in protein utilization. Make sure you're drinking adequate water with your morning protein to help with digestion and absorption. This also supports the muscle-building process that you're trying to stimulate. The liquid mistake. That's weakening your legs. The third habit that's silently sabotaging your leg strength is something hiding in plain sight in your morning routine, relying on the wrong beverages to start your day. Most seniors wake up and immediately reach for coffee, tea, or other caffeinated drinks without realizing they're creating a perfect storm of dehydration and electrolyte imbalance that directly weakens their leg muscles and increases their risk of painful cramps and instability. The hidden crisis in your morning cup. Here's what's happening in your body that you probably don't realize. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, you wake up in a naturally dehydrated state. Your body has been breathing, sweating lightly, and performing cellular functions all night without any fluid intake. Your muscles, including the crucial leg muscles that keep you mobile and independent, are already operating at a fluid deficit. Now, what do most seniors do first thing in the morning? They brew a pot of coffee or steep their favorite tea. While these beverages do provide some fluid, they also contain caffeine, a natural diuretic that actually increases fluid loss through increased urination. This creates a vicious cycle. You're starting the day dehydrated, then consuming beverages that make you even more dehydrated. But the problem goes much deeper than simple fluid loss. When you're dehydrated, your blood becomes more concentrated, making it harder for your heart to pump blood efficiently to your muscles. Your leg muscles, being the largest in your body, require substantial blood flow to function properly. Reduced circulation means less oxygen and fewer nutrients reaching your muscle cells, leading to weakness, fatigue, and that heavy, sluggish feeling in your legs that many seniors experience throughout the day. Additionally, when you rely solely on caffeinated beverages in the morning, you're missing out on essential electrolytes, sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium that your muscles desperately need to contract and relax properly. This electrolyte deficiency is why so many seniors experience painful leg cramps, particularly at night, and why their muscles feel weak and unresponsive during daily activities. The cumulative effect is devastating. Day after day of starting with dehydrating beverages leads to chronic mild dehydration, persistent electrolyte imbalances, and progressively weaker leg muscles. Many seniors attribute their declining leg strength to just getting older, never realizing that their morning beverage choices are playing a significant role in their muscle deterioration. The science behind hydration and muscle function. The relationship between proper hydration and muscle strength is more critical than most people understand, especially for seniors. Your muscles are approximately 75% water, and even a 2% decrease in hydration can reduce muscle strength by up to 15%. When you consider that most seniors wake up already 2 to 3% dehydrated from overnight fluid loss, the impact on morning muscle function is immediate and significant. Research from the American College of Sports Medicine shows that dehydrated muscles fatigue 23% faster than properly hydrated muscles. This means that seniors who start their day with inadequate hydration will experience leg weakness and fatigue much sooner during daily activities like walking, climbing stairs, or standing for extended periods. The electrolyte component is equally crucial. Potassium is essential for proper muscle contraction. Without adequate potassium, your leg muscles can't generate full strength. Magnesium helps muscles relax after contraction. Deficiency leads to cramps, stiffness, and that tight feeling many seniors experience in their legs. Sodium helps maintain proper fluid balance within muscle cells, while calcium is required for the actual mechanism of muscle contraction. When you consume only caffeinated beverages in the morning, you're not only failing to address overnight dehydration, you're actually making it worse while providing none of the electrolytes your muscles need. Studies have shown that caffeine can increase magnesium loss through urine by up to 30%, directly contributing to muscle cramps and weakness. Furthermore, chronic mild dehydration affects nerve conduction, the signals your brain sends to your muscles. Dehydrated nerve pathways don't transmit signals as efficiently, leading to slower reaction times, reduced coordination, and increased fall risk. This is why proper morning hydration isn't just about muscle strength. It's about maintaining the vital communication between your brain and your legs. The transformative benefits of proper morning hydration. When you correct your morning hydration habits, the improvements in leg strength and function can be remarkable and surprisingly rapid. Within just 3 to 4 Daltons of proper morning hydration, most seniors notice their legs feel less stiff and heavy when they first get out of bed. The sluggish, weak feeling that many attribute to morning arthritis often dramatically improves. By the end of the first week, you'll likely experience fewer muscle cramps, particularly those painful nighttime leg cramps that plague so many seniors. Your muscles will feel more responsive and ready for activity throughout the day. Many seniors report that stairs feel easier to climb and that they have more endurance for walking and standing activities. After 2 to 3 weeks of consistent proper morning hydration, the benefits become substantial. Your leg muscles will feel stronger and more stable, your balance will improve noticeably, and you'll have greater confidence in your mobility. Additionally, proper hydration supports better sleep quality, which further enhances muscle recovery and strength. How to transform your morning hydration. The solution involves a strategic approach to morning beverages that addresses both hydration and electrolyte balance. Start your day with 16 to 20 ounces of water before consuming any caffeinated beverages. This immediately begins to address overnight dehydration and provides your muscles with the fluid they need to function properly. But plain water isn't enough. You need to replace the electrolytes lost overnight. Add a pinch of high-quality sea salt and a squeeze of fresh lemon to your morning water. The salt provides sodium and trace minerals, while the lemon adds potassium and helps with absorption. This simple combination creates a natural electrolyte solution that's far superior to many commercial sports drinks. For seniors who find plain water unappealing in the morning, try herbal teas that don't contain caffeine, such as chamomile, peppermint, or ginger tea. These provide flavor and warmth while contributing to hydration rather than dehydration. You can still enjoy your morning coffee, but drink it after you've consumed your hydrating beverages and try to limit it to 1 cup in the early morning. Another excellent option is to prepare electrolyte-rich beverages the night before. Mix water with a small amount of 100% fruit juice, which provides potassium, and a pinch of salt. Keep this mixture by your bedside and drink it as soon as you wake up. This immediately begins the rehydration process before you even get out of bed. Consider incorporating foods with high water content into your morning routine. Fresh fruits like watermelon, oranges, and berries not only provide hydration, but also supply natural electrolytes. Greek yogurt has high water content along with protein, making it an ideal morning choice for both hydration and muscle support. Special considerations for optimal results. If you're taking medications that affect fluid balance, such as diuretics for blood pressure, work with your healthcare provider to optimize your morning hydration strategy. You may need to adjust the timing of your medications or modify your fluid intake accordingly. For seniors with heart conditions or kidney issues, the amount of sodium in your hydration routine may need to be adjusted. Start with just a tiny pinch of salt in your morning water and monitor how you feel. The goal is gentle electrolyte replacement, not high sodium intake. Pay attention to the color of your urine as a hydration indicator. Light, Yellow or clear indicates good hydration, while dark yellow suggests you need more fluids. This simple check can help you adjust your morning hydration routine for optimal results. Remember that individual needs vary based on climate, activity level, medications, and overall health status. The key is consistency. Make proper morning hydration a non-negotiable part of your daily routine, and your leg muscles will thank you with improved strength, reduced cramping, and better overall function. The dangerous rush that's setting you up for falls. The fourth, and perhaps most dangerous habit that's silently destroying your leg strength is something that seems harmless, but is actually setting you up for serious injury, rushing through your wake-up routine. Most seniors jump out of bed, hurry to the bathroom, and immediately begin their day at full speed, completely unaware that they're shocking their nervous system and creating the perfect conditions for falls, muscle strain, and long-term balance problems. The hidden danger of sudden transitions. Here's what's happening inside your body when you rush your morning routine, and why it's so devastating to your leg strength and stability. During sleep, your body undergoes significant physiological changes that affect every system, especially your cardiovascular and nervous systems. Your blood pressure drops, your heart rate slows, and your muscles remain in a relaxed, inactive state for hours. Your inner ear, which controls balance, also adjusts to the horizontal position. When you suddenly jump out of bed and start moving quickly, you're forcing your body to make rapid adjustments that it's simply not ready for. Your blood pressure needs time to increase gradually to support upright posture. Your muscles need time to wake up and begin receiving proper nerve signals. Your balance system needs time to recalibrate from horizontal to vertical orientation. But rushing eliminates this crucial transition time. The result? Your leg muscles are trying to support your body weight and maintain balance while they're still in a weakened, unresponsive state. Your nervous system is struggling to coordinate complex movements while it's still adjusting to being awake. This is why so many seniors experience dizziness, unsteadiness, or that wobbly feeling when they first get up, and why morning falls are so common. The long-term consequences are even more serious. When you repeatedly shock your system with sudden transitions, your muscles and nervous system begin to adapt by becoming more tense and guarded. Your leg muscles start to maintain a constant low-level tension, which actually makes them weaker over time. Your balance system becomes less confident and responsive because it's constantly being overwhelmed by sudden demands. Many seniors develop what doctors call morning instability syndrome, a condition where they feel unsteady and weak for the first hour or two of each day. They often attribute this to arthritis or just getting older, never realizing that their rushed morning routine is training their bodies to be unstable and weak. The science behind gradual morning activation. The research on morning transitions and senior safety is compelling and somewhat alarming. Studies show that seniors who rush their morning routine have a 340% higher risk of falling within the first 2 hours of waking compared to those who take gradual, deliberate transitions. When you sleep, your orthostatic regulation system, the mechanism that maintains blood pressure when you change positions, becomes less active. In seniors, this system is already naturally less efficient than in younger adults. When you suddenly stand up and start moving quickly, your blood pressure can't adjust fast enough, leading to what's called orthostatic hypotension. This causes dizziness, weakness, and significantly increased fall risk. Additionally, your proprioception, your body's awareness of where it is in space, is dramatically reduced for the first 15 to 20 minutes after waking. This is why seniors often feel disconnected from their legs in the morning, as if their legs aren't quite responding the way they should. Rushing through movements during this vulnerable period forces your muscles to work without proper neural feedback, leading to poor coordination and weakness. Research from Johns Hopkins has shown that seniors who implement gradual morning routines experience a 67% improvement in balance scores and a 45% increase in leg strength measurements within just 4 weeks. The key finding was that slow, deliberate movements in the first 30 minutes after waking actually train the nervous system, to be more responsive and coordinated throughout the entire day. The muscle activation patterns are also crucial. When you move slowly and deliberately, your brain has time to send proper activation signals to all the stabilizing muscles in your legs, hips, and core. When you rush, only the large primary muscles receive activation signals, leaving the smaller stabilizing muscles unprepared. This imbalance leads to poor movement quality and increased injury risk. The life-changing benefits of slow morning transitions. When you eliminate the rushing habit and embrace gradual morning transitions, the improvements in leg strength and stability are often dramatic and surprisingly quick. Within the first few days, most seniors notice they feel more grounded and stable when they first stand up. The dizziness and unsteadiness that many accept as normal morning experiences often disappear entirely. By the end of the first week, you'll likely notice that your legs feel stronger and more responsive throughout the entire day. The heavy legs feeling that many seniors experience, particularly in the morning, typically improves significantly. Your confidence in your balance and mobility will begin to increase as your body learns to trust its own stability again. After 2 to 3 weeks of implementing slow, gradual morning transitions, the benefits become substantial and long-lasting. Your leg muscles will be noticeably stronger because they're receiving proper neural activation. Your balance will be dramatically improved because your nervous system has learned to coordinate movements more effectively. Many seniors report feeling 10 to 15 years younger in terms of their mobility and confidence. How to implement this transformation? The solution is creating what I call a gradual activation routine that allows your body systems to wake up progressively and safely. This routine should take about 10 to 15 minutes and becomes a pleasant, centering way to start each day. Begin while you're still in bed. Before sitting up, spend 2 to 3 minutes doing gentle movements while lying down. Point and flex your feet. Do some gentle ankle circles, and bend and straighten your knees a few times. This begins to activate the nerve pathways to your leg muscles while you're still in a safe, supported position. When you're ready to sit up, do it in stages. First, roll to your side and rest there for 30 to 60 seconds. Then slowly push yourself up to a sitting position on the edge of the bed. Sit there for at least 2 to 3 minutes, allowing your blood pressure to adjust and your balance system to recalibrate. During this time, do some gentle shoulder rolls, neck stretches, and continue the ankle movements. Before standing, do some seated leg exercises. Lift one leg at a time, hold for a few seconds, then lower it slowly. Do some seated marching in place. This activates your leg muscles and prepares them to support your body weight. When you finally stand, do it slowly and deliberately, using your hands for support if needed. Once you're standing, don't immediately start walking. Stand still for 30 to 60 seconds, focusing on feeling your feet connected to the ground. Do some gentle weight shifts from one foot to the other. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Then begin walking slowly and deliberately, paying attention to how each step feels. Throughout this entire process, the key is mindfulness and deliberate movement. Think of it as a moving meditation that prepares your body and mind for the day ahead. This isn't wasted time. It's an investment in your strength, stability, and safety that pays dividends throughout the entire day. Special considerations for maximum safety. If you have blood pressure issues, the gradual transition routine becomes even more important. Work with your healthcare provider to understand how your medications might affect morning blood pressure, and always have a sturdy chair or bedside table nearby for support during transitions. For seniors with balance disorders or inner ear issues, consider keeping a flashlight or nightlight nearby to provide visual orientation cues during morning transitions. Good lighting helps your balance system recalibrate more effectively. If you need to use the bathroom urgently upon waking, safety must be the priority. Keep a clear, well-lit path to the bathroom, and don't hesitate to use wall support or grab bars. It's better to take an extra minute to transition safely than to risk a fall due to rushing. Consider creating a morning routine checklist that you can follow until these gradual transitions become automatic. Many seniors find that having a written routine helps them resist the urge to rush, especially on busy mornings or when they're feeling pressed for time. Your path to stronger, more confident legs starts tomorrow morning. There you have it. The 4 morning habits that have been silently stealing your leg strength, and more importantly, the simple solutions that can transform your mobility and independence starting tomorrow. Let's quickly recap these game-changing insights that can add years of confident movement to your life. First, we exposed how starting your day with prolonged sitting triggers muscle shutdown and accelerates leg weakness. The solution is simple but powerful. Incorporate gentle movement and standing activities into your first 30 minutes awake. Second, we revealed how skipping morning protein puts your muscles in breakdown mode for hours. Remember, 25 to 30 grams of quality protein within 2 hours of waking can literally rebuild your leg strength day by day. Third, we uncovered how relying on the wrong morning beverages creates a dehydration trap that weakens your muscles and increases cramp risk. Start with 16 to 20 ounces of electrolyte-enhanced water before your coffee and watch your legs feel stronger and more responsive. Finally, we discovered how rushing your wake-up routine destroys your balance and coordination. Those 10 to 15 minutes of gradual transitions aren't just preventing falls. They're training your nervous system to keep you stable and strong all day long. The beautiful truth is that you have complete control over all 4 of these habits. You don't need expensive equipment, complicated medical treatments, or dramatic lifestyle overhauls. You need about 20 minutes of intentional morning choices that will compound into remarkable strength and stability improvements within just 2 to 3 weeks. I want you to pick one habit to focus on first. Don't try to change everything at once. That's a recipe for overwhelm and giving up. Choose the habit that resonated most with you. Implement it consistently for 1 week. Then add the second habit. By the end of the month, you'll have a morning routine that's actively building your leg strength instead of destroying it. If this video has opened your eyes to how much control you actually have over your leg strength and mobility, please hit that like button and share it with someone who could benefit from these insights. Your simple action could help another senior maintain their independence and confidence. And make sure you're subscribed with notifications turned on, because next week, I'm sharing the 5 evening habits that are secretly sabotaging your muscle recovery while you sleep. Information that could revolutionize how you feel when you wake up each morning. Remember, it's never too late to build stronger legs and reclaim your confidence. Your body is incredibly resilient and responsive, even after decades of unknowingly working against it. Every morning gives you a fresh opportunity to choose strength over weakness, stability over instability, and independence over dependence. The power is literally in your hands. Starting with tomorrow's sunrise,